What's going on, guys? Welcome back to All the Mods 9. I haven't been too busy since last episode. I did make this bad boy though, a charm of Alm Modium site. And I got us a ton of raw Alm Modium, which we're going to be putting to use a little bit today. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and double all of this raw Alm Modium with a platinum ore hammer. And that will get me 2 and a little bit more stacks of Alm Modium dust, which I can then throw over here in this little smelting setup that I've got right here, and turn that all into Alm Modium ingots. Of course, as with any resource that we get a lot of, we're gonna need the Alm Modium seed, which I'll be replacing one of my diamond seeds with. I have 3 diamond seeds, and I don't feel like I really need that many, at least not right now. So I'm just gonna put this Alm Modium seed over there. Our only issue there is that this requires magical seeds underneath, or magical soil, sorry. And this magical soil requires some more dragon scales. Well, I have enough, I think. Let's see, I think I have 6. I have, yeah. What is that? Oh, I've got 8. Okay. So actually, we could go ahead and make this magical soil. And theoretically, I could make dragon seeds if I wanted to. But I think we might go ahead and fight one more dragon just to get some extra dragon scales. So I'm going to have to go and kill some ghasts to be able to make the end crystals. And then we're going to go fight a dragon. This could be a horrible idea, but I think the ghasts spawn pretty often in the other. So I'm going to place down my teleport pad and we're going to head over there. See what happens. See if maybe I can have some luck trying to get some ghasts. So far I've had a little bit of luck finding ghasts, but nothing great. I've only got 2 tiers. I mean, I've got 1 tier from each ghast, but this dimension's pretty scary, but I'm fairly decked out. I got some decent armor, stuff that I kind of got from killing Enderman and whatever. So it's not too bad. It's just honestly more of a struggle trying to find the ghasts. Alright, I've killed like 6 ghasts. I really hope this is my last one. It doesn't look like it is. Oh, the search continues. I moved back to the nether because I wasn't having much luck in the other, and I can at least fly around in the nether. Alright, maybe this will be my last one. Nope. Let's go. I just killed one. Finally, we got 4 ghast tiers. Alright, crystals are down. We're getting this dragon fight started. I'll start putting everything back up where, where these things are, and have to take those out, and then we'll take out the dragon. Of course, the end crystals went down with ease, and now we're going to take the dragon out also with ease. This isn't the greatest bow in the world, but it does enough damage that I took out the dragon last time pretty much with nothing but my bow. And being able to fly makes this super easy. And I'm not going to jinx it like I did with the warden. This is actually an easy fight. And with just a couple more hits, she'll be down. Just like that. 1 more hit, actually. And now I just gotta find where the drops are gonna be, because really that's all we came here for. I probably should have had some dragon's breath. I didn't think about it. I don't know if we'll need that at any point. Let's go ahead and get all the XP and all of the good drops wherever they ended up. It's possible they may have came down here. Well, I thought they might have been around here somewhere, but it's looking like... Did I not get any dragon scales? Ah, I found everything. It was over by where the dragon died rather than over by the portal that I thought it might have been at. Now we can make our magical soil, which will allow me to grow my Alm Modium seeds. And it's a bit slower than the rest, but we now have Alm Modium essence. It has to go like this, magical soil right there, and then the farmland that you choose to plant it on. I could plant it on a different farmland. I'm gonna try and see. I think I could probably add that red fertilizer on there. I forgot to put that back, but we should be able to get plenty of Alm Modium now. Okay, now that I got the red fertilizer, this thing grows extremely fast. So that was the difference maker there. Now we're growing Alm Modium like crazy. And thanks to my quarry, we've got plenty of ancient debris, which we're also gonna need. I'm gonna send this through an enrichment chamber here from Mechanism. I just replaced my diamond furnace here with that for now, just because I can automate it somewhat. And that will get us some netherite scrap, which I'll be able to turn into netherite, which we're going to use here in just a second. And while we're at it, I figure I might as well go ahead and make a netherite seed, just because we're probably going to need a lot of netherite at some point. Might as well go ahead and make it. Man, after quite the adventure, I was able to get 40 blazes killed and enough to make myself some blaze seeds, which I'm going to want because I want to get into obviously the next tier of powah stuff, because our power setup is still not very good. It's just one hardened reactor. So we're gonna set up these blaze seeds so that I can get more blazing essence, and then of course be able to get some blazing reactor going. And now our reactor is upgraded to blazing, and I also went ahead and set up the crafting recipe for whatever this one's called, niotic crystals, which comes from diamonds. And apparently I actually set that processing recipe up twice. Don't need to do that. And I set up the recipe for the reactors that are that level, so we should be able to get into that pretty quickly. The only one that I don't have the stuff for is the emerald one and the nether star one. I'm not gonna have nether stars for a little bit. We haven't really got into that level of automation quite yet, but we should be able to get the niotic ones pretty quickly, I think. So basically what I've been doing is I'll go in and I'll put in the request just to see, okay, so I need 122 diamonds. Oh, okay, so I need 144 niotic crystals, right? So I'll make 144 niotic crystals while I've got that reactor connected and these energizing rods connected. Then I can request the recipe after I break that reactor, so that it doesn't take forever to do the crafting recipe here because I've got a reactor running already. I hope that makes sense. The reason we needed a lot of netherite is because to make multiple of these Alm Modium smithing templates, you have to use netherite. And now we can upgrade our armor and our tools to Alm Modium. So I'm going to make an Alm Modium sword, pickaxe, and of course chest plate, pants, boots. I don't have a good diamond or netherite helmet right now, so for right now we're just going to stick to this turtle helmet. I might try and throw mending on there at some point, but that's pretty good right there. I would say we're looking not too bad. By the way that I got this Alm Modium smithing template is you go to an ancient city where you fight the warden, and you have to look for pieces of clay in the ground. It's kind of difficult to find. It took me a while. I actually had to go and find a separate ancient city. I wasn't having much luck in the first one. My phone just fell off my desk. I mean, it literally just jumped off of my desk. I don't know if y'all heard that. But basically you have to go to an ancient city, find that clay, and use your little brush thingy here. It's actually suspicious clay that you'll be brushing, and you'll get yourselves an Alm Modium smithing template. And now that bad boy is upgraded to niotic. So we started out making about 1.5 thousand today. Now we're making about 20,000. I'd say that's a pretty good upgrade so far. We can of course continue to upgrade. Eventually we'll automate dry ice, which will definitely help boost that. I decided it was time to put a roof on this place because I just think it'll look nicer, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it'll look nicer. So I'm using a little bit of these framed slope blocks right here because you can do the cool like angled thing. Pretty easy to use. You just go like that and then slap a block in them. But I think this is going to look pretty cool once I get it all the way around. I mean, I'm not much of a builder, so if y'all don't like it, tell me. If it's too much pink or whatever, tell me. But I think the pink is looking pretty cool. I decided to go with a color that I don't really use much, and I think it's looking pretty neat so far. So I'm going to go with it. I'll probably end up just doing a roof over this full thing because I'm going with the glass in the middle here, and I want to be able to see that obviously, because if I do like walls in between here, then the glass will be kind of pointless, right? So I think I'm gonna stick with the glass like that and just do a whole circle roof, something like that, and then kind of do roofs as we branch off and whatnot. Y'all, I think it's looking pretty cool. I didn't end up going with the filled in roof yet in the middle. I'm not sure what I want to do here in the middle, but I do know that we need to get into some industrial foregoing, so I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a couple of these fluid extractors so that we can start getting some rubber going. So I went and found myself a savanna, and they'll start giving you some of this latex. Get me a bucket of latex into these latex processing units to get myself some tiny dry rubber. I can turn that tiny dry rubber into regular dry rubber and use that to make myself some rubber seeds. And now I can tear these back down because I'm not going to need those anymore now that we're growing rubber. But I will still want to get the rubber fluid, so I'm going to leave a fluid tank right there. So the last thing that I want to do today is set myself up an end quarry. So I'm going to go ahead and claim this chunk and load it. We're going to give this bad boy some power, and then I'm going to grab this out and go ahead and reset it because we're going to have to select some new corners. Going to use a diamond backpack here, fully upgraded just like that. And I think we should be ready to hit go. It's already filtered for ores, and that's what I want right there is prosperity shards. That's the whole reason that I'm setting this thing up, because we are running out constantly of prosperity shards. So hopefully this will keep us going on prosperity shards. And I can go ahead and bypass the limit on that and allow this thing to pull a stupid amount of power. And now we should be getting loaded up on all kinds of good stuff. And y'all, I think that's gonna do it for this one. I hope that y'all enjoyed. I appreciate y'all watching. As always, take care, y'all.